Okay, welcome to another Phantom X tutorial, and why I say that at the beginning of each video, I don't know. Anyway, back on subject. So, people have patched, no one's requested this, but I thought might as well explain it anyway, because I don't know, because it's good to know. Anyway, I have a sliced lead here, it's program 89 or whatever, PRG 89, sounds like this. Sounds like that. Now, when you put your patch, especially a patch like that, I'm going to put it on track 2, and you put it in your mixer in performance mode, it's not going to sound like that. It sounds completely different than when it's in patch mode. And for the longest time, that was driving me nuts, because especially with like guitar sounds, you just couldn't get them to sound right. So I'm here today to show you, after I finally figured out, after trial and error, on how to make your patch and rhythm patches sound the same in the performance mode. So let's get started. So the first step you're going to do is press F2, and it's going to take you to part view, this screen here. Zoom in a bit. Then you're going to see, like the patch I put is on track 2, so that's going to be the sliced lead, and you're going to have an out section. And the first one's going to say MFX1 for whatever reason, but we're looking at the second one because that's where our patch is at. So go ahead and turn your jog dial where it says A, turn it to where it says pattern, and we're going to leave it on pattern 1. What the heck? After that, hit exit. And to move around on that screen, you use your cursor buttons, and when you're on the out section, it should say part output the sign on the bottom there. That way you know you're on the right column. Anyway, once it says PAT1, hit exit. Then after that, go ahead and hit effects, your effects button, which is right next to the tempo button to the right. And you're going to see these right up here. You see that, yeah? Anyway, the top 3 are going to be your MFX SRC. So we got part 2 on pattern 1 for the first MFX slot. So on the first one of these little boxes up here, go ahead and turn your jog dial till it says P1, because it's on pattern 1. Now if it was on pattern 2, you'd put it to P2. Actually, we do need to put it on P2 because it is on part 2. The P stands for part, my bad. It stands for part, not pattern. So part 2 is where we have the patch. And as you notice, it's going to sound the same. You go to your mixer, and it sounds the exact same. And that's basically all there is to it. I'm going to brush up. I'm going to go through these steps one more time just to make it all clear. We'll put different sound on patch through on pattern 3. We'll go to favorite. I don't know. What do you think? We'll go to this one. Select. Sounds bland. So we're on part 3. So what you want to do? Hit F2. It's automatically selected. Use your jog wheel to make that say pattern. Make it, put a 2 next to it, I guess. Go ahead and hit exit. Hit effects. Then go to the 2 over here, up where it says MFX. Go to the second box. Go ahead and hit part 3. And there you go. And that's as easy as that. Then just hit exit. Now, do take in mind that that is taking up your effect slots every time you do that. Every time you make a patch sound the same, that is using up one of your effects. I've already used 2 of them just to make these patches sound the same. So if you're wanting to add effects to drums and stuff, you better make it happen somehow, because you're going to be using up your MFX processors when you're making your patches sound the same, and you're going to run out of them real quick, especially if you're using a lot of guitar sounds. You're just going to use them up. But yeah, that's basically it. If you have any more questions about that, or you want me to be more clear on how to do it, leave a comment or video response on where you're stuck, and I will get back to you as soon as I can, or send me a message. Until then, practice and enjoy.